Welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show, beating the market one trade at a time. If you're new to the Market Marauder Show, it's an investment channel, helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, so coming to you on after an earnings. Had a pretty good morning, so hopefully everybody was able to get to the watch list for this morning. Able to lock in some profits on some of those plays. Definitely a lot of movement in the market in general. So going to be recapping some of those stocks and then added a couple of new ones to the watch list. In this video, I'm also going to be going over Apple's earnings. So if you want to listen to that, make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm going to be breaking down some of the numbers, some of the stuff that Apple did in their earnings. I think it was good overall. So first one on here, we have ticker sign DYAI. They are bullish. Moving average 10 is above 58,100. $5.60 is kind of the level that they hit. They shot all the way up to $5.60. A lot of volume with this one. As we can see, the VWAP 14 is above moving average 10, so a lot of volume surrounding ticker sign DYAI. Overall, bullish though on the name. Looks like it bounced off the moving average 50, which is this yellow line. To continue its upward bullish trend, but towards the end of the day, kind of went down to this 379 level, but overall still going to be looking to see how they perform for tomorrow. Maybe a potential early morning mover. Volume is still very high for this name. Next price point I'm going to be looking at for ticker sign DYAI is going to be $4.80. So that is ticker sign DYAI. Next on the watch list, we have ticker sign EYEG. They shot all the way up today to $6.42. Overall, still bullish on the name. Moving average 10 is above 50/100. VWAP is above moving average 10, so definitely bullish on both of those indicators. They did bounce off the moving average 50 line right here, so we can see that. Definitely going to be looking to see how they perform as the week goes on. $3.57 is where they ended, so they went 20 cents down after their close. So if you have any stock you want me to add to the watch list, make sure you drop in the comment section down below. Or if you have any questions, just make sure you drop them in the chat as well. While you're in the chat, make sure that thumbs up definitely helps YouTube algorithm promote the videos, and share the video if it's giving you some information and you're getting help from it. Next on here, we have ticker sign XELA. They are bearish. They definitely got smacked down right here from the moving average 100. So they tried to test the moving average 100, went up barely, hit this level of $3.08, and then fell right back down and bounced off the moving average 50, which is kind of where they ended the day. So VWAP still significantly high on this one, so bullish on that indicator, but the moving average 10 is below the 100, so maybe some more bearish movement in store for this one. If not, I think it's going to continue to oscillate between the moving average 100 and the moving average 50, so that oscillatory range being $2.58 to $2.78. So definitely make sure you double check that. They will have to retest this 278 level, so that's definitely a good target price for them. And then next going to be 283, which is the VWAP 14. So those are the two price targets that I have for them: $2.78 and $2.83 for ticker sign XELA. After hours, they did have a nice little 9-cent movement upward, so that's very good to end the day at $2.70 or 71 cents. So the market's still open, so this price is still fluctuating a little bit, but around $2.70 is kind of where they're ending the day at. So going to keep them on my watch list, especially since there's a lot of volume surrounding the name as well. Next, we have ticker sign HROW. They have continued their upward trajectory, so overall still looking very bullish on this one. Now this one's been on the watch list since Monday morning, so definitely make sure you go check this one out. $8.86 they set as a new weekly high, so that's going to be the next price target for HROW. The end of the day at $8.75, so continuing their steady increase on them. So hope everybody was able to lock in and jump in on that one, because it was definitely a nice little mover. It's moving kind of slow, but definitely moving more and more every day. So that's ticker sign HROW. $8.86 going to be my next target price on them. $8.75 is where they ended. So this one definitely moves early in the morning. So on the morning stream, probably going to be talking about this one to see how it is performing. Next, we have ticker sign ADES. Now, ADES is bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. We can see $7.48 is a week high that they hit today. So setting a new week high at $7.48. They immediately fell down from that high to end at 746 at the end of the day. They went down 16 more cents to end at $7.30. So going to be looking to see how they perform since 730 is kind of where their low was. Going to see if they can retest 748 to end the week. But overall, still a lot of volume and movement on this name, ADES. So hopefully everybody's been able to jump in that one and ride all the way up to the $7.48. If you were able to, congrats. Hopefully you're able to lock in some profits on that. Next, we have ticker sign XBIO. They had a week high of $4.75. Ended at the day at $3.17. Overall, still bullish on this one. They did bounce off the moving average 50, so that's this yellow line, and continued this bullish upward trend. So they kind of bounced off the moving average 50, but ended the day at 293. So 293 is below the moving average 50, so they did go down below it towards the end of the day. I'm going to be looking to see how they perform as the day goes or as the week goes on. Still significant volume with this one, but going to need to see it rally up some more. Price target is going to be kind of this peak level right here around 372. So that's going to be a price that I'm going to be looking at for them. Next, we got GE. GE is bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. VWAP is above moving average 10. $13.47 is kind of their week high. 13.08 is where they ended. They went down 12 cents after hours and at 12.96. So going to be looking at GE to see if it can continue its upward trend or if it's going to stay stagnant at this level. So hopefully some more volume will jump in with this one since VWAP is very close to the moving average 10 on this name. Next, we have ticker sign GLW, and this is for Corning. Corning did bottom out at $39.25, so that was definitely a good buy point to get in on them. $40.52 is where they went up to today, where they ended. And then 40.39 is where they ended at the day. So they are still bearish. Moving average 10 is below 50 and 100. So bearish overall on ticker sign GLW. Still going to be looking at 41.54 as a potential target to end the week. Next, we have ticker sign MCD. This is for McDonald's. McDonald's still on some sort of stagnant sideways momentum. It still is positive, still bullish overall. $247.05 is going to be my target price for them. $246.35 is where they ended the day. After hours, they went down 2 cents to end at $246.33, so not too far from $247.05, which is their week high. So $247.05 definitely going to be a price target that I'll be looking at for ticker sign MCD. Next, we have ticker sign MA for MasterCard. $395.28. Gonna be my price target for them. So $395.28. Now they are bearish. Moving average 10 did cross down below the 50. So I'm going to be looking to see if it'll bounce off that metric. $390.27 is where they ended today. Went down $1.27 after hours to end at $389 even. So $389 is kind of where they're stopped at. $395.28 is going to be my price target for them. Not really too worried about the $389 price movement or stoppage for today because this one does move quite significantly, especially with news and volume. So volume is always pretty high with MA or MasterCard. So definitely going to be looking to see if they can hit that $395.28 price target. Next, we have ticker sign MSFT, and this is for Microsoft. So Microsoft in a bunch of portfolios have their earnings coming up, so definitely going to be recapping that in one of the live streams. So make sure you guys check out that later on this week. $289.99 is their weekly high. Definitely going to be my price target for them, $289.99. They did end at $286.54 today, so bearish on the movement. So they did have a bearish downward trend where they hit the moving average 100, but bounced back up past the moving average 100 and then started to rally back up to retest the moving average 50. So that's always good. Nice little bounce for them. So towards the end of the day, they kind of fell down and then bounced back up where they're retesting the moving average 50. So definitely a lot of momentum surrounding them after hours. They're up 61 cents to end at 287.15. So definitely going to be looking to see how they perform in the morning, still with the price target of 289.99. Next, we have Tesla. Tesla is bearish, still bearish. Moving average 10 is below 50 and 100. VWAP is above moving average 10, so a lot of volume kind of surrounding this one. Definitely went up a little bit towards the day. $627.24 is kind of where it bottomed out at and start to rally a little bit. They will have to retest 648.08, so that's a nice price target for them, 648.08, then 668.20. So those are going to be two price targets to look for, 648.08 and 668.20. They ended the day at 644.78. And then after hours went down $5.66 to end at 639.12. So they are on a little bit of bearish downward trend towards after hours. But this stock definitely has a lot of volume and moves really fast. So 648.08 is a really good price target to look for. If they break through that, then 668.20 is the next price target. Next up, we got ticker sign FB for Facebook. Facebook is bullish, but it is starting to go down on a bearish trajectory. The moving average 10 did bounce off the moving average 50. 375.33 is still going to be the price target that I have. So that's 375.33, which is their weekly high. 367.81 is where they ended the day. In after hours, showing a lot of strength. $4.79 increase to go after hours to $372.60. So nice little rally after hours, 1.30% increase after hours. So definitely gonna be looking at this one with the price target at 375.33. Bear in mind, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you what stocks to invest into or what not to invest into. Just showing you all my watch list, and hopefully it will help you all find a stock to potentially look at. So definitely gonna be looking at this watch list because I know for me it was hard to find stocks when first starting out. I had no idea where to look. So hopefully this video will help you all moving forward, or videos like this. $3.75, 71 cents is where ATOS, ticker sign ATOS, bottomed out at. $4.57 was kind of where they peaked at, so that's going to be where I'm looking at price target wise. It's $4.57. They are in a bearish trajectory though. They have been bearish for quite some time, so going to be looking to see how they can continue moving forward. So they did do this little bearish pattern right here. 375.15 is where they bottomed. 386 is where they ended the day. So still going to be looking at this 457 level for them. Hopefully they can hit that by the end of the week. Next, we have ticker sign VERB. They are bearish as well. Moving average 10 is below 50 and 100. Looks like they went up and tested the moving average 50, but then got hit back down. They couldn't break through that resistance level. $2.17 is their low. They ended the day at 241, so that's a nice little positive increase. Going to be looking to see if they can retest this 246 level and then 265. So if they can break through 246 tomorrow in the pre-market, then I'll be looking at 265 as my next target price. Next, we have ticker sign KGC. KGC is bearish. Moving average 10 is below 50 and 100. 628 is the high. That's kind of where they peaked out at. Nice little volume though. They did go down, but they did bounce back up from that level. 615 is where they ended the day, so not too far from 628. So going to be looking to see how they perform even more as the week goes on and see if they can retest 628. Next, we have ticker sign CLOV for Clover Health, one of the meme stocks. 944 is my price target for them. First one's going to be 828, so going to be looking to see if they get to 828. They're going to look at 944. They are bearish though. Moving average 10 is below 50 and 100. 802 is where they ended the day, so kind of some stagnant trading going on with them, sideways trading. But this is one of the meme stocks, so just bear in mind that ticker sign CLOV does have a lot of volume spikes because it is a meme stock. So definitely bear that in mind. Things can turn around and it can change very rapidly because of that fact. Next, we have ticker sign UPS. UPS's earnings coming up this week as well. Now they did bottom out at $190.27. Looks like they're starting to rally back up very slowly though. They will have to retest 206.85 and 209.15. So 206.85 and 209.15 are going to be my two target prices, which is the moving average 50 and 100. But 190.27 was a nice bottom for this one. I think a lot of people bought in because it was on sale. They did fall off quite a bit, so it was probably some overselling going on with them because it definitely is a pretty good company overall. Been around for a long time. 196.75 is where they ended the day, but I'm definitely looking at 206.85 and 209.15. Next, we have ticker sign WM for waste management. They did peak out at 149.90, so that was kind of the high for them. VWAP is still significantly high on this one. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, so positive on both of those indicators. If we zoom in on here, we can see that nice little volume spike for them today. 146.96 is where they ended today, and they went up 1 cent at 146.97. So 149.90 is still going to be a price target for them. Going to be looking to see if they can hit that by the end of the week. Next up, we have ticker sign SHOP for Shopify. Now they did fall down and bounce off of the moving average 100. 1650 still our price target for them. $1,555 is where they ended the day. They went down $10.10 after hours, to at $1,545. But overall, they were still hit pretty hard by some bearish momentum or bearish downward trend. So going to be seeing in the morning if they can shoot up and retest this 115.88 number. If they can retest 15.88, then we'll be looking at 16.50 as the next price target. Next, we have Apple. Apple having a bearish downward trend after their earnings. So they did have a peak of 149.83 before earnings. Then after earnings, they fell off significantly, and they're currently at 143.70. So going into Apple's earnings, let's look at their fourth quarter report. This is on their website. The revenue was up 54% to new March quarter record. Services and Mac revenue reached all-time high, so that's good overall. So it says Apple today announced financial results for its fiscal 2021 quarter, and then in March 27, 2021, the company posted a March quarter record revenue of $89.6 billion, so up 54% year over year, and quarterly earnings per diluted share of $1.40. International sales accounted for 67% of the quarter revenue, so definitely they definitely flex pretty hard as far as international sales is concerned. I wonder what country that was. It doesn't really show on there. Statement from the CEO Tim Cook says this quarter reflects both the enduring ways our products have helped our users meet this moment in their own lives, as well as the optimism consumers seem to feel about better days ahead of us all. So next down here say Apple's in a period of sweeping innovations across our product line, and we're keeping focus on how we can help our team and communities where we work emerge from this pandemic into a better world. That certainly begins with products like the new iMac and iPad Pro, but it extends to efforts like the 8 gigawatt of clean new energy will help bring into the grid, and our $430 billion investment in the United States over the next 5 years. So definitely some foreshadowing events going on with Apple. The $430 billion investment. I don't know if they mean that with the clean energy initiative that they're doing, but definitely interesting wording on that. And then it says, we're proud of March quarter performance. We included revenue records in each of our geographic segments and strong double-digit growth in each of our product categories, driving our installed base of active devices to all-time high. And this was from Apple CFO, so that's Chief Financial Officer Luca Maestri. The results allowed us to generate operating cash flow of $24 billion and return nearly $23 billion to shareholders during the quarter. We are confident in our future and continue to make significant investments to support our long-term plans to enrich our customers' lives. So Apple declared a cash dividend of 22 cents per share of the company's common stock, which is an increase of 7%. Dividend payable May 13th. To shareholders of record and close of business May 10th, 2021. The board of directors also authorized an increase of $90 billion to the existing share repurchase program. So definitely a lot of things that they're doing moving forward. With the company, definitely very interesting. I think they have a good outlook and a good direction. Apple is a dividend stock, so if you have Apple and you were able to get it on the record date, by the record date, you will get dividends. So I have a video that just came out on my channel talking about dividends. So if you want to go look at that, learn some more about dividends, you can go look at that. It's free. It's on YouTube. But going back, Apple fell off after that, so kind of buy the rumor, sell the news sort of thing going on. So buy the rumor, before earnings start to rally, went to 149.83. Sell the news, it sold off, right before earnings. So just bear in mind, that's kind of how markets work in their cyclical nature. So if you're new to investing, that's kind of how they perform. And if you want to get into options, that's probably a good little tip right there. Something to look at. So AMC is the next one on here. AMC is bearish. Moving average 10 is, well, I would say it's bullish. Moving average 10 is barely above the 50 and 100. Seems to be kind of a convergence right here of all three of these levels. $40.84, still my price target for them. They ended the day at $37.80. So going to be looking to see how they perform. If they can go back up and retest this 40.80 level, that would be fantastic. But if not, may continue to oscillate between the 50, 100, and view up 14. So looks like maybe some more sideways trading going on with this one. So hopefully this will shoot back up to 40.84 and retest that high. Next, we have checkers on AMZN for Amazon. Now they fell off as well, so they fell down today from their kind of peak and bounced off their moving average 100. It was, if you saw in the market kind of went red towards the end of the day today. So a lot of stocks kind of fell down, but it bounced off the moving average 100. So it looks like it may potentially rally back up a little bit more, but a lot of bearish momentum going on with Amazon leading up to their earnings. $3,712 is still my price target for them by the end of the week. So we'll see how they perform if they could reach that level. But Amazon's definitely showing some bearish downward trend going on with the stock overall. They ended the day at $3,614, so down $12.36 in the after hours. So quite a maybe looking at it from the outside in may say, oh, it's a significant move. They went down $12. I mean, they go up like $12 in the pre-market. So with a stock, as large as this, like Amazon, with so many people investing in the stock price so high, $12 fluctuation really isn't that much. And one way you can tell is that it's only 0.34% movement. So you maybe see 0.34% movement of some other stocks, like a penny stock. If you see the 0.34% of a penny stock, maybe like a $2, I mean not $2, like a $1 move. So that's kind of comparison. Not even a $1 move, maybe like a 50-cent move for a penny stock. So just bear that in mind when looking at stocks like Amazon. They do have a lot of fluctuations, but I think this is going to be a very important earnings for Amazon overall. Definitely going to be looking at some statements from the new CEO, which is not Jeff Bezos anymore. Definitely going to be looking at um, some more articles from them, and when their earnings come out, I'll do a live stream explaining some things going on with Amazon. So one of the things I'll be looking for Amazon is definitely a potential stock split. So stock split is definitely going to be you know something that I think all investors are looking for, and something that could help out. I think now's a great time to do a stock split, especially that there's money flowing into the economy. So you have the what do you call it? The child stimulus. You have unemployment. You have all this stuff being fueled into the economy. Apple definitely was able to take advantage of that. They did a stock split right around the time where the stimulus checks were coming out, so a lot of people were able to jump into that. I think it'll be very wise of Amazon to do a stock split while there's still money flowing into the economy. It'll help boost, their price overall. And some people look at companies like Amazon and say, "Well, Amazon's a huge company; they don't really need any help." Having a cash cushion for any company is definitely advantageous for things like pandemics. No one really predicted the pandemic was going to happen, or at least I didn't. You may have some conspiracy people out there who are like, "Yeah, I saw it was going to happen," but I didn't see it was going to happen. So, especially as far as running a business, it's definitely nice to have a cash cushion for those rainy days. And I think having a stock split will help build Amazon's cash cushion so they can do things like build their crypto infrastructure if that's something they would like to do, or build more products or get more government contracts, whatever their heart desires to do. They'll have the cash reserves to do so. If you see a company like Tesla definitely took advantage of that stock split. Their stock split happened around the exact same time as as Apple stock split. So, um, you know, don't underestimate the power of a stock split and how it can help a company raise its capital. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for watching. So says thanks for the due diligence. No problem. Thanks for watching. Hopefully these videos are helping you. Just hit that thumbs up if they are. Next one on here, we have ticker sign SGRP. They are bullish. Moving average 10 is barely above the 50 and 100. $3.86 is their week high. VWAP was significantly high on this one, but VWAP has fallen down. So this one has kind of fallen out of favor with the stock gods, I should say. But it has fallen down quite significantly. They did bounce off the moving average 50, so that is a positive movement for them. But they did fall down to $2.17. So going to be looking to see if this one can rally back up. Realistically, don't really know if they can. Volume's not really that high on this one. If volume was like up here at this level, I would say yeah, it could potentially rally back up. But volume seemed to kind of fall out of this one. But I'll still keep an eye on it because it may be a good early morning mover swing play. Next, we have ticker sign SPOT for Spotify. They do have earnings coming up as well. They bottomed out at $2.39, $232.94. And they are still bearish. Overall, still a great streaming platform, in my personal opinion. Doing a lot of things as far as the streaming world is concerned. They will have to go retest 243.01 and 241.01, but those are going to be my price targets for them. We'll see how they get closer to their earnings. Seems like a lot of stocks are, buy the rumor, sell the news. I don't think that people are really expecting too much from Spotify. I think Spotify is a fantastic company. I think they don't really get the notification, or I guess that's not the word, the hype that a lot of other, streaming services get. But definitely we'll see how they perform when their earnings comes out. Next up, we got ticker sign BTBT. They had a week high of $9.41, so that's kind of right around the time Bitcoin shot up with the potential Amazon Bitcoin movement thing going on. And then we can see they went down after that. But one key metric I want you all to look at is VWAP still stayed significantly high for this one. So VWAP was still pretty impressive for this one, even though the moving average 10 did dip down. So they are bullish on both indicators. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and VWAP is above moving average 10. So they are bullish on both of those indicators. They did end at $6.97, had a $1.08 increase after hours. So going to be looking to see if this will be a continuation of this movement upward for ticker sign BTBT. Now going back to what I was saying earlier about AMZN, which is Amazon, that 0.34% was $12 increase. Looking at this one, it's 18.34% increase. See, the smaller the amount going up, definitely shows a higher percentage when it gets into the penny stock territory. Now going next on here, we have ticker sign RIOT. If I can click on it. Ticker sign RIOT, which is for RIOT blockchain. Now this one, in my personal opinion, mimics BTBT, so they both go up at the same time. RIOT goes up kind of mimics Bitcoin. So you can see this one rise when Bitcoin rises and fall when Bitcoin falls, but starting to show some stabilization in a positive direction here. 34.72 is their week high, so definitely going to be a price target that I'm looking for them. They did bounce off the moving average 50, so that's always positive. In my personal opinion, on here, 32.70 is where they ended the day, so they went up $1.06 after hours, going to this 32.70 level. So definitely going to be looking to see how they perform moving forward. So 32.72 is going to be a price target for them. And lastly, on here with ticker sign MRNA, they are bearish. Moving average 10 did go below 50 and 100. Definitely going to be looking to see how they perform. One of the major vaccine players on here, $361.76 is my price target for ticker sign MRNA, but they did end the day at $327.50. So they'll have to go retest this $332.65 level, which is the moving average 50. Then I'm going to say 361.76 is going to be the next price target to look at. If we look on here, when the moving average 10 kind of broke through here, it started to oscillate between the 50 and 100, which is what some things tend to do stock-wise. So maybe some more oscillation between this level. So the bottom range being 321.15 and the top level being 332.65. But I think 332.65 is going to be definitely the resistance that I'm going to be looking for to see if it can break through. So if we see the chart kind of dip down, they bounced off the 100, hit the 50, and then bounce back down to 327.50 where they're currently at. So some oscillatory range going on there. You can still lock in profits with the oscillatory range, especially if you know the top and the bottom levels. So that's always a good place to look at. That's one reason why I look at the 50 and 100 and the moving average 10, because it definitely gives you great entry points and exit points on when you can buy and sell a stock. So usually stocks bounce off the 100 and retest the 50. And then the indicator for those are the VWAP 14 and the moving average 10. So those are the indicators that I'm using. And this is on Webull. By the way, you can go to indicators tab. You don't have to have an account in order to use Webull. So you can just go on Webull, click trade, and then make this chart like this using the indicators tab. So that's one good thing about Webull. It is free to use. And you also can trade options on Webull as well. So that's one great advantage. They do have crypto on here as well, but not your keys, not your coins. So that's kind of a rule of thumb that I have for crypto. Like going on Robinhood and buying crypto, I don't think that's your actual crypto. Like going on different places, I don't think that's your actual crypto. So not your keys, not your coins is definitely a rule of thumb when going into the crypto world. So hopefully this video helped you all. Hope you all are able to get some great information out of this one. Make sure you share it, like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.